Legoland Malaysia, owned by a Khazanah unit and operated by Merlin Entertainment PLC. On 15 September 2012, Legoland Malaysia Company has officially opened in Iskandar Putri, Johor, Malaysia. Legoland Malaysia has various shows and attractions such as theme park, water park hotel, and still life in one location. Legoland Malaysia are the most suitable and ideal place for a family holiday, and Legoland Malaysia aspires to be the most memorable brand in the market for tourists that looking for family fun and quick getaway. So Legoland aims to reinforce their reputation as a forward-thinking brand that is continuously evolving its offering to the consumer. When pandemic COVID-19 hit Malaysia, Legoland Malaysia has temporarily closed. So Legoland Malaysia Company has taken that opportunity to set up its prevention method and conduct a new measure such as social distancing and crowd control, hygiene and disinfection protocol, and enhanced cleaning and sanitation to prevent COVID-19 to spread in its environment as a preparation to welcome the guests back when the resort reopen again. So when the guests visit Legoland Malaysia back, they will see a new measure and norm that implemented by them. Besides, after COVID-19 hit the world, Legoland Malaysia has implementing new marketing strategy to attract the possible consumer. This because the old marketing method that used before COVID-19 are unsuitable to use because the norm and the environment of the world has completely changing because of coronavirus. Legoland Malaysia has offered variety of attractive pre-opening tickets to gain customer interest. Besides that, Legoland Malaysia Company has also extended the validity of the ticket promotion period that relatively longer than the usual package that offered by the company before the COVID-19 hits. And lastly, Legoland has offered 45% off for all the Lego sets that sell at the Legoland online retail. And for the project objective that we have is to learn and evaluate the sales management activity of the company, to learn the sales force management that they use to conduct their sales activities, and lastly to gain experience in sales activity with one of the well-known brands. And that's it for me. I pass it to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Siti Norhanani Binti Mumin, matrix number BB191610077, and I will present about delegation work among members. For delegation work among team members, each member has their own roles in this group project. All team members have the responsibilities to complete their tasks. The tasks have divided fairly among the team members. Firstly, Sabrina was assigned to set the appointment with the sales manager of Legoland and do compensation and performance appraisals. Second, for the interview session, all members participate during the interview session. Next, Elvera Marius was assigned to do executive summary part, and then George was assigned to do company and industry background. Next, for delegation work among team members and description of the sales manager part were done by myself. For sales planning and forecasting, Lexssie was assigned to do that part. Next, Elvera was assigned to do organization of sales function. AZRIL IJOY was assigned to do recruiting and selection. And lastly, Norfadlinah was assigned to do territory assignments and sales expenses. For description of sales manager, as we know, sales manager is a person that in charge of managing and coaching a group of salespersons. Sales manager duties are determine the profitability, products and services, planning sales, analyze statistics, create strategies for acquiring new consumers or clients via direct sales approaches, cold calling, and digital advertising visits. Legoland Company required their sales manager must have bachelor degree in marketing, business or related field, and also have 5 years experience in sales management. As we know, sales managers also need to know how to plan their sales. So Legoland Company required their sales manager to have experience in sales planning and implementing strategies. This company also required their sales manager to work full-time and can work additional hours after office hours and weekend. For the job experience, the interviewee had experience in sales management as an assistant sales manager from her previous job. Throughout the experience as assistant sales manager, the interviewee has managed over 15 people from the previous job, and now the interviewee have been managed for over 15 people. As for achievement, the interviewee have achieved their goals and their sales from previous company. Besides, the interviewee also had experience as retail sales workers. Sales managers position required to work experience such as wholesale and purchasing agents. The possibilities that people can be hired as sales managers are high if they have work experience. According to Mat Alih, sales managers spend 50 hours per week. A sales manager will spend 5.1 hours per week for the general administration and office paperwork, while they spend 10.7 hours per week for selling activities. Sales manager for legal and company also have the same time schedule for their reps and office paperwork. As we know, sales management have to be active in selling the products and planning. They consume a lot of time planning their goals and set their sales, while for paperwork did not consume a lot of time because they focus on their sales. Salespeople often engage in sales activity 35 times a week on average. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Lexssie Anchis, and today I would like to present about the sales planning and forecasting of Legoland Malaysia. Legoland Malaysia was very clear about the sales planning to get their customer attraction, which is family bonding is their number one priority apart from gaining profit in the business. Regarding to the specialty of their business, Legoland Malaysia has a team who is responsible to do the sales planning, which is sales and marketing team were appointed to plan the sales of their company. The sales and marketing team desire to increase selling by performing the sales planning, such as creating company-owned website related to the theme park and able to promote aggressively. Besides, the salespeople need to do the brand advertising in media social that includes on the television, radio, newspaper, and others. Furthermore, in effort to achieve and higher sales, the company has established the good relationship and find opportunity to be able to do a partnership with the other companies such as local hotels to offer package promotion. Other than partnership with local hotels, the Legoland Malaysia also has an amazing partnership with other companies such as Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, local bank, local product which is ice cream walls and FNN, as well as with the petrol station. In terms of sales forecast, Legoland Company sales forecast approach is to use passive demand forecasting, which is emphasized on trend projection method. Meaning to say, the company's sales forecast is always referred to the past year result. The passive demand forecasting or trend projection method that the company was used referred to the data sales in last year, and they will use the information based on the previous year result to create a trend projection that will help and tell them on how to manage their sales activities, which and well it will contribute to a higher profit or company income. The company may stick to the same sales planning as if they had increases profit by comparing the income for the last few years. That's all from me. Thank you.
For the organizations of the sales functions, Legoland Malaysia have their salesperson that play important roles in the sales organizations, since they were liable for some actions in the company that record beneath 1. Setting selling and profit objective. The target of offering the item and producing the profit is setting by the participation of the salesperson. 2. Marketing policies. The marketing policies and plan is set accordingly by the salesperson. 3. Designing personal selling strategies. They coordinate with different divisions like publicizing, sales distributions, and promotion. It categorized under the planning functions, administrative functions, and executive functions. Overall, among the sales functions are as follows: developing sales strategies, achieve the sales targeting in terms of value and units of the product, give point by point and exact sales forecasting. Next, controlling receivable management and monitoring prospect, competitor, and market activities, providing view and response to the company. In Legoland Malaysia, the significance of sales organizations in terms of the functions can be understanding through 1. Planning purchase, 2. Creating pattern of demands for the product of the company, 3. Handling the orders gotten, 4. Collecting the dues, and 5. Handling the duties of personnel of the management. Legoland Malaysia also use functional type of their sales organizations. Other than director in sales and marketing, sales manager also lead the organization with others manager. Legoland company have the following department in the sales organizations, which among them were sales department, market research department, advertising department, personnel department, physical distributions department, and the public relation department.
Hello everyone, my name is AZRIL IJOY NALO, and today I would like to present regarding recruiting and selection. The first one is recruiting. Before hiring an applicant for a job position, a company goes through a step-by-step hiring process. This is three key hiring process, including planning, recruitment, and employee selection. The basic process is the same, but they made the variation when the entire hiring process is conducted remotely. Human resource planning is when a company settles on the numbers of employees they are looking to hire and their skill set to recruit. The company must then compare need to the expert number of qualified candidates in a labor market. The recruitment phase is a hiring process takes place when the company tries to reach a pool of candidates through job posting, job offer, advertisement, college, campus, recruitment, or etc. Candidates who respond to this measure that come in for interview and other methods of assessment, employees may check the background of prospective employees, as well as check reference. Employee selection is the process by which the employee evaluates information about a pool of applicants generated during the recruitment phase. After assessing the candidates, the company decides which applicant will be offered the position. The next one is selection. The selection process is aimed at finding and hiring the best candidate for a job openings. This process is often despite an infinite 50 candidates may apply to a function. 5 of them are invited for an in-person interview, and 1 person is selected in the end. The selection process always starts with a job opening. This job opening should have a clearly defined function profile that include criteria like minimum years of work experience, educational background, and being a profession in a certain skill, and has all a characteristic demanded by them. Legoland company salesman character needs an active, friendly, and motivational person. That's all from me. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Sabrina Binti Muhammad No. Matric number BB31503. I will present about compensation and performance appraisal. For compensation, meaning of compensation is give reward to employees as a form of appreciation. Compensation is usually given in the form of money or goods. Each compensation can have a positive impact on employees in the atmosphere of performing their duty in an organization. Among the advantages of compensation is that it can provide encouragement and support to employees to do their job better. The more compensation is offered, the more it will be an incentive for employees to be better. The second advantage is that it can assist the management of employee salaries. This is because the salary and commission for an employer can be distributed according to the sales revenue they earn. The more sales revenue, the more salary and compensation they can receive. Further disadvantage of compensation is a negative impact on employees who are too focused to be rewarded. This is due to someone who is too focused on getting compensation but is unable to give a good description of the product to their potential customer. In addition, it can affect the dynamic of a team of employees. When a person is less motivated in doing teamwork, this will lead to envy of the success of other team members. Among the compensation provided by Legoland Malaysia is provide commission to employees, given a bonus 2 times a year, give employees 5 free tickets a month, adjust working hour for all employees, annual dinner each year, and given a gift for salesperson. They provide free lunch and salary bonus including salary adjustment for sale and medical coverage for immediate family. For performance appraisal, performance appraisal is a survey made of employees about the way they work and the overall contribution they made to a company. Legoland Malaysia evaluate their performance twice a year, each mid-year and year-end. The effect of compensation due to performance appraisal is that employees will do their best to obtain the reward and compensation provided by Legoland Malaysia.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Norfadlinah Binti Mat Alih. I would like to present about the sales expenses and territory assignments. In the sales expenses, the economic turndown suffered by Legoland Malaysia during the COVID-19 pandemic had a major impact on levels of employees involved in the company. So, we decided to participate in the sales activities of Legoland Malaysia, but they only allowed us to assist them by promoting and selling Legoland Malaysia merchandise. The expenses incurred by Legoland Malaysia along we are involved in helping their sales activities is at least RM 116 in this May and June. Legoland Malaysia company also definitely has an expense in the cost of office equipment and supplies. These costs are also expense incurred to purchase office supplies for daily use in the office. For example, pen, paper, printing, ink, and company stamps. We estimate the Legoland Malaysia expenditure all the office equipment and supplies is at least RM 2,200 per month. Territory assignments have divided into two categories, which are sales territory and sales quota. Sales territory refers to the country where the product or service can be sold, as well as the payment profile that should be used to collect revenue from the sale in the country. In the management of the sales territory to Legoland Malaysia, the arrangement according to the policy is determined by making the arrangement of business strategy, business potential, coverage area, time and location. Firstly, business strategy is important by determining the pattern or method of sales territory management, which Legoland Malaysia targets premium segments such as the first social and economic class in socio-economic status. If we look at the ticket price to enter Legoland Malaysia, it's already hundreds of ringgits. Secondly is business potential. in turn will influence the form or model in sales territory management. The simple variable relationship required by the sales team is that the greater the potential of area, then the greater the needs of the team. The 30 is coverage area. If the wider an area or marketing area, then the need for long to cover all selling points in the area. The last one is time and location are also interrelated for customers to visit Legoland Malaysia and management in administration for employees. For example, usually Legoland Malaysia it will be open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. However, since this COVID-19 pandemic, Legoland Malaysia had to close. The second is sales quota. Sales quota is a target or minimum for sales expected from sales team by following a specific period. The determination of the sales quota in the location is a monthly, quarterly, and yearly basis as per the norm in sales or sales unit. This type of quota is typically measured by tracking each activity in customer relationships management (CRM) software or call logs and is beneficial for teams that have many sales reps contributing to sales. The type of quota they use is volume-based quota, which can be expressed in dollars or number of units. Usually, the activities they carry out are theme parks, hotels, and water parks, but during this COVID-19 pandemic, they only make merchandise sales online.
Hi, my name is Elvera Marius with matrix number BB191100585. So I will present for selling activity parts. So in this selling activity, we have two goals or objectives that we want to achieve. So the first is to sell a combined total of Legoland merchandise, at least 500 in 1 month. And then the second is to increase the total of income. We give to the company at least 10% for every month. And then the next is in this selling activity, so all member or group member where consists 8 members are involved in helping the company to do the selling. Actually, at first the company asks us to promote their ticket and then their hotel, but since the MCO hit our country, so the company asked us to promote their merchandise product such as like kitchen, dinosaur fossil, and many more. And then the all process of postage and then the delivery, the company will manage. And then our group use the social media like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp as our platform to promote the product. And then for the selling total, so this is the table. So our group managed to sell 23 units from this Legoland product. So actually we start promote this product since 1 April, and then we close the sale and promote the sale at 15 June. And then the total that we got, it is 1,891.84. So for the company income from our selling activity, so we using this formula to count the total income. So total revenue minus with total expenses. So this is the total income that we managed to give the company. So in the first month, it's April, so the total income is 469.80 cents, sorry. And then for May, 619.92 cents. And then the next is June. The total income is 642.42 cents. So from this selling activity, of course, we gain some experience and challenges, especially like in promoting the product, where here we using a various platform in social media. And then the next is approaching the customers. So here
we actually promote this product through direct chat with the customer. And then the next is negotiation, where here we will explain about the detail the product and then the price also. And then after the negotiation, so here the decision making, we will with the customer make this decision whether they want to buy or not. And then the last is the team selling. So this project we supposed to do together and face to face, but since in this pandemic of COVID-19, and then the government announced the MCO, so we cannot do the selling activity together in face to face, but then we use another alternative with using the social media to implement this project.